Hello, I'm Benny Covington, and I am Managing Director for Shofar Business Consulting. What we do is we help the diaspora connect to opportunities by investment into businesses and companies within Namibia. And I'm excited to have you here today. The thing that I want to talk to you about today is one of the most unique businesses in Namibia. They do everything from micro lending to small enterprise lending, toilet paper, visas. I mean, the list goes on, and they do it with top-notch service, a great team, and an incredible reputation. And they've been our partners helping us to do things here in Namibia. I want to introduce you to the head, the single guy, the one who goes by many names, including Mr. Oxygen for some reason. This guy is, I consider him a brother. I consider him a friend, and he has been a partner for us in helping not only establish businesses, but also helping people get visas. His name is Jervazio. He goes by Mr. Jerry more often, and he is a 36-year-old who is building incredible businesses here in Namibia to service the country and to support its growth. Let's talk to him.
My name is Samuel Chikambi Jervazio. Shortcut, you can call me Jerry. I'm the director of TMU Holdings. Under TMU Holdings, we have 6 different companies, starting from lending, accommodation, supply and delivery, manufacturing, even tourism, bookkeeping. So all those things we are doing them at TMU Supply and Delivery. This company started in 2016, but we expand and we grow. We are in 7 different region in the country. And for anyone who is trying to come to Africa, I know it's very difficult. You find different people with different initiatives. So you can find us online. You can search for TMU, and our details are there. You can contact us. We can help you with anything which you need, any opportunity you want to try in Namibia. And we are a company with 47 employees across the country. And I believe everyone is well trained and everyone can be on your helping desk to give you the best service ever.
So, Gervasio, did you start off? What particular business were you building?
Okay, I started in normally I finished my university in 2012. Then I work in a bank, a Letseho bank.
Okay.
Yeah. Then from Letseho bank, I decided to go do my articles at PricewaterhouseCoopers PwC. That's where I went to do my article. After my articles, I went back to a bank. Then from the bank, I was too smart. I knew that I had. I'm someone who's always having new ideas and see, but I was not using my ideas in the bank because of the limited authority I have in the.
Yeah.
That time I was just a branch manager. Then from there, I resigned. I became a full-time lecturer. When I became a full-time lecturer, it was always in my mind. I was always think that I have something better to give in the community than just being a lecturer here. Because remember, be a lecturer, maybe you only have 3 classes a day. The whole day you are just wasting it.
Yeah.
And remember, I'm very young. I cannot waste the time just
how young are you again?
I'm 35. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that time I was very, very young. Remember that was in 2017.
Yeah, 17. Yeah.
Then I decided, no, let me just try to do my bookkeeping. The knowledge I gained from PwC. I started doing bookkeeping. Then one day the bank called me and said, no, say you qualify for an overdraft of 54,000. And that was my breakthrough. When the bank called me that you qualify for credit card, I said, well, how did I qualify? He said, what can I bring? They said, no, just bring your ID. Then I took my ID, I went, I signed. Then the time the money came in my account. Then from there, I registered the micro lending.
Yeah.
That money, and then I started circulating, putting in the business. The money comes, I put it in the business. Money comes, I put it in the business. Until I started growing. Then 2018, that's when I started expanding now, opening different branches and hiring people. So until where we are, then in 2022, I came up with a product called purchase order financing. You see, like for example, a person is very difficult to secure funds from the bank. They will ask you a lot of requirements. Remember, you're just coming from a university. You have a particular order, but now they're asking you, you need to give a house. for you to secure 100,000.
Well, you don't have a house.
And you don't have a house.
Right.
So then I tell them, for me, obviously, I'll just take for you, you just need to sign a collateral. And the collateral, then you just tell me, for example, I need 100,000. I'll ask you, what card do you have? Or give me someone's card, the person who maybe even your parent or whoever, for the value more than the one I'm going to give you. For example, if I give you 100,000, you give me a car for 150,000. Mm-hmm. And that in the contract, it says when you are giving me that car, you are putting that if anything happened from this payment, I can sell the car. You give me all the full authorization. I keep all the paper and we keep all the car. So that's how we started then from there. And from there, we started pushing. Then COVID came. When COVID came, I had an opportunity now. That's when I started finding out in the market what is needed in the market in order for us to make sure that we can also not go down like other companies which are going through. So then that's when I started now with supply and delivery. My company for supply and delivery. Then I started with oxygen. If you go in the newspaper, you will see they wrote there Mr. Oxygen. That was me. Yeah, front cover. They were saying, no, this guy is making money through oxygen.
That's the other name.
Yeah, that's one of my name in the industry. Because remember, there was a time the whole Namibia doesn't have oxygen. I was the only one having oxygen. I think it was you. Yeah. Yeah. No, but it was knowledge kite also finished that time. I was diving the whole window. Yeah, business was good during COVID. Started with gloves, things. Then the mining company and the fishing company, they started asking me for toilet paper. That's when I bought machines for toilet paper and I started manufacturing toilet paper. I think I had a contract with the Minister of Works, but the pricing then after COVID, remember the prices for the material escalated high, so I could not do it. So I had one good contract for the whole Namibia, but then later on I said, with the price of raw material and stuff and logistics, I will not make anything. Then I cancel it. So until today, we are still doing that. So then on the consultation company, when you come for the bookkeeping, that department does with the company secretariat. You want to register your company, you want to do visas, or you want to do anything required going to, about businesses. For example, we talk about social security, finance, SME, any area with the consultation. So that one is TMU accounting and finance, which does. If you want any bookkeeping, you want maybe, for example, to prepare your financial statements, you want to apply for a loan, you want to do anything, you want to buy a house, all those things. So that one TMU supply, TMU accounting and tax deal with that. And if you want, for example, if you are traveling, going to the coast, you are looking for accommodation, we have also Airbnbs in the coast in Long Beach. But that company is called Sea Point.
Sea Point.
Yeah. And the company which is dealing with cash loan is called TMU Cash Loan. And the company dealing with helping SME purchase order financing is called TMU Capital.
TMU Capital.
Yeah. Then for if you want to buy anything, toilet paper, material, computers, because we have contracts with the ministries and the universities. That one is the TMU supply and delivery. Yeah, but everything they are under an umbrella called TMU Holdings.
And is each, like, for instance, so they're all an umbrella. So you've got how many different companies is that under the umbrella of TMU Holdings?
There are six.
Six. Okay, so six companies. Interesting enough, and this is just for the viewer. The way I came across Jervazio and his team was we'd gotten bad advice several times. And I'm usually a smart guy, but look, you can be as smart as you can be. You're in a new place. You don't know. You just don't know. There's no way for you to know yet. I'm smarter today, thanks to this man. So it was an emergency, and somebody who we trust said, you got to call this guy. And I called him. And one thing that's unique about a legitimate businessman such as Jervazio is you can go into an office, you can sit, and you can go talk to people. And I was talking to one of his team members, and then Jervazio talked with me, and then we kind of walked through the issue. And sometimes you just know somebody knows what they're talking about. And so his team not only helped us get through that process, but that toilet paper manufacturing, I even went to go look at the facilities. One of his employees brought me over there. World-class facility. It's a warehouse. I saw how all the machines work. I saw the toilet rolls in the second section that are ready to be shipped. And so one thing that's impressed me about TMU and about Jervazio is just that it's just a level of professionalism and competency that I think is rare anywhere. But because you have the professionalism and you have the competency, but then sometimes you're missing the hunger, and that's not missing. It's all three of them. And so yeah, I just think I'm glad you're not lecturing. I'm glad you're not lecturing.
Yeah, yeah.
That explains really well because I guess it comes from you being a lecturer.
Yeah.
I wanted to figure out where were you lecturing?
At NUST.
Nice.
Yeah,
NUST,
University
okay.
of Science Technology,
Okay.
and part-time at the University of Namibia.
Yeah.
Both, yeah.
Yeah. So for many of the folks who have been looking to come to Namibia and navigate the investment visa, the looking to navigate how to register the business, I mean, it's a no-brainer for us. This partnership has been really, really good for us because it's allowed individuals to have a clean process and go through all the channels. Everything is checked. It was how we were able to secure our visa just by having help, even from the tax setup in NAMRA. I mean, your team is everywhere. And I don't know, do you train all of them, or do you just find the right people and they come in and they know what to do?
You see, everyone in my company does different thing.
Mhm.
Everyone in my company does a different thing, and everyone was trained. Everyone is new. I got them from the university. They came to do internship, and I see the quality in them. I trained them. I said, no, you stay here permanent. Yeah.
I see.
So actually, the seed which I'm planting, I must still keep it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, but they are welcome to go out there and look for other opportunities.
Yeah.
But I have to capitalize for the knowledge which I have invested in them. So that's why you see they are all bright. They all know what they are doing. On whatever responsibility you give them, they can deliver.
Yeah, that's been my experience. Even so, I've worked with one gentleman. I worked with NAMRA, which is the IRS for those in the U.S. That for taxes. I worked with a young lady for the visa, and I worked with another gentleman with the toilet paper manufacturing and distribution channels. They know their stuff. They're really knowledgeable on each.
Yeah, the thing is, I spend more time with them. I give them on-work training, whereby if there's a new assignment coming, I need to be there, present myself, and lead them. And you see who is capitalizing that knowledge very fast.
Yeah.
Then you say, okay, you'll be responsible for this one, because that's maybe that's the high knowledge they have. For example, you see, as you can see that we are into a lot of things. So each one need to be responsible with a certain responsibility to their maximum capacity, that they do not disappoint our client. That's why even if you call me sometime, I'll just tell you, just go. They will sort it out because my trust is in them. Yeah.
It's true though. It's true. So what's your ultimate goal? What do you want to take TMU? What's that thing that you're driving toward? That big one?
Yeah, I think you remember last time when we spoke, I told you that the dream is always to grow, but the challenge comes because you see, when you're a single owner, everything is with you.
Yeah.
Within you, it's very difficult to grow. So we are looking for people who want to invest in this industry, people who want to grow with us, with my team, people we can learn from, people who have resources, people who have experience, and they want to say, no, let's take it up. The dream is always to make sure that we become a multinational. I have a company set up already in Botswana. It's just the time to go there. Yeah, but remember, when you is one head, it's really difficult.
Yes.
Yeah, even though you delegate people to be there, but remember, you need also to spend time there and see that everything is moving accordingly. So we really want to push. I know we can go bigger because with the energy, with the team we have, but the only challenge we have is the limited resources.
Yeah.
Because everything is just what is secular. It's just secular. Nothing is growing. So the growth is very slow, the pace.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
get
market
that.
is there,
Yeah.
but the pace is slow. You can see, as I was explaining earlier, that we have a lot of clients, but remember, you are just alone, so um, you cannot satisfy, or you cannot do all the work alone for the whole market.
Yeah.
The market is growing. There are a lot of opportunity.
In Namibia
Yeah.
specifically, how much of the market are you unable to service?
There's a lot. Let me not lie to you.
Yeah.
Still, there's a lot.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I can tell you, still 90% there. Because remember, in Namibia, there's different regions, different places, there's different which they need services. But with the limited resources, we can only capture a certain market.
Yeah, when Jervazio talks about the market growing, so we recently held the Business Leaders Forum, which was part of the African Diaspora Investment Tour that where we brought in some Black Americans who want to invest, as well as some South Africans and one from the Dominican Republic for the Caribbean. They came to Namibia, spent time with us looking at the landscape of Namibia from an investment perspective, spending time with the people discussing opportunities. One thing we talked about was that Namibia's population has grown about 57% since 2011. It's a small population, so people don't realize the robust nature of that. And now, with the roughly 3.3 million people, they're age 30, which means that exponentially in 20 years, we're looking more at 7 million people. So if you can think about you know how a company has to scale to meet a demand of a growing nation, and this isn't just a Namibian opportunity; it's an African opportunity because the average age of Africans are 30, and it's 1.4 billion, projected to be 2.5 billion by in the next 20 years as well. So when we look at the continent and we look at the opportunities available, this is an example of the opportunities available. It's just there are so many. So you need to be able to scale. You need capital. You need partners. You need people who understand the market, and that's what I think is the great relationship between bringing the diaspora in with our folks on the ground here and building partnerships. I think it addresses those challenges.